Welcome to Lexington, Kentucky, the Bluegrass State and home to the Kentucky Wildcats. And Big Blue Nation has turned out, revved up, and ready to go. You work the entire season to put yourself in position to thrive, to excel in games like this. A late season top 10 showdown, playoff implications aplenty. As we'll see the number 3 team in the country, the Auburn Tigers, taking on the winners of 4 straight, the Kentucky Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Kentucky ready to go toe meets leather and start this game. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This crowd bringing an ear-splitting welcome to their visitors. On the run, it's Daniel. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. On second down, they'll take to the air. Quickly complete. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z.
Going to take a shot at this DB. What a snag by the defense. And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business. Looking for a productive play on first down. The give to the tailback. Can't get him to the ground. Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21. This matchup, 2 teams in the top 5, just sort of whets the appetite for what we're going to see in the playoff, guys.
The selection committee is watching this one very closely because, David, both of these teams are easily talented enough to win it all, but only one can walk out of here with a dub.
Well, and what does it do? It sets up the seeding, right? It sets up the buys. It sets up the whole future of the college football playoff. And I think you want to punctuate that. You want to leave a lasting impression late in the season of the committee and show them, like, hey, we're the best in the country.
Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24. Deep in the season, that crisp air all around you, and this feels like a must-win game, guys.
This is a game that will impact the college football playoff. It'll have conference championship implications, and it'll have bowl game implications as well. David, so much riding on the line in this one.
And you can feel it, man. You can feel the energy. The players this week, they were on high. Like, you could tell they were ready for the challenge. This is going to be an absolute showdown.
Man, this is a defense that prides themselves on stopping the run, and that is a huge statement on their opponent's opening drive of the game. 3rd and short, they don't just get a stop. They get a tackle for loss. That sends a very clear message that they're going to be the more physical side today.
They are backing up their pregame words. Their first drive of the game, 4th down in their own end, and they're going for it. Touch pass on the run. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. The offense set for a first down play. They'll try it over the left side. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Auburn! That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
Man, he's been productive, just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run, they're loading the box, and still this guy's been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll call for the fair catch here. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. Use the play fake, now to throw. Trying to get to him. Using his feet to buy time. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down. Guys, it's almost impossible to overstate the importance of this game. The result might well be the cut line between really good bowl and the playoffs.
It's a really good point, Reese, because at this point of the season late, this is a resume builder, and this might be the win that you need to improve your status. And
off he goes! And he froze that defender. He thought he was going to pitch and kept it himself and turned it into a big play.
All right, well, look, I know the defense was feeling real good about their run D coming into this one and how they've been playing up to this point, but finally, David, the offense breaks through and they finally generate something positive on the ground.
And I can't tell you how easy it is. When you're going to throw the ball consistently, and I know it, I'm going to pin my ears back, and I'm going to get to the quarterback. It makes life really easy on the defensive line. But when you can have balance, now the defense doesn't know what's coming. They need more of this if they're going to be successful on offense.
They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
You reach this portion of the season, and games like this, top 5 showdown, can really energize you, not to mention helping your playoff positioning down the road.
Yes, you can. You can make these big statement games. And listen, the middle of the season, you kind of get in the lull, Jesse, where you kind of get used to playing and the new wore off a little bit. But when you got a top 5 matchup and something to prove, you bring that extra juice.
You're right. And if you play well in this game, you can ride that momentum down the stretch in November when those games really start to matter. But this is a big one right here. Lots of implications on the line.
How bold will they be on third down after that last run? From the gun, wants to pass. Pass on the way, it's picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. Inside the 30. The 10. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
I love defenses that make big plays, that understand what they're trying to get from the offense, understand how to attack it, jump some of these routes, make these interceptions, and then not only that, when you get the football, try to do something with it. Don't slide down. Don't take a knee. Try to bring that thing back to the house. You set your offense up for great field position.
And the offense suddenly, with an opportunity it couldn't have expected, with a first and goal after the pick. Quarterback looking for just a crack on the sneak. Looking for just one more yard. It's 2nd and goal. They'll run it to the left, looking for the touchdown here. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Tigers.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Fair catch called for and made. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Here comes the option. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
And runs like that are like body blows in a boxing match. 4, 5, 6-yard gains early turn into 20, 30, 40-yard gains later. They really wear down defenses, and they test their physicality.
Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Motion from the offense. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Oh, and it's picked off. Threw it right into the teeth of double coverage. Taking it the other way. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Tigers. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance.
And they come up with a huge pick 6, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
Kentucky, 0.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. He was dreaming of getting a few more on that return, but they'll take it in business at the 32. And the offense heads out onto the field to get the drive started. He's going to pass. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Line getting set on 2nd down. Power football with the run. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they need...
Incoming.
When they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Third and long from the 30-yard line in this defense, hoping to knock them out of field goal range. The option look. He'll toss it. Finds a crease at the 20. They'll finally make the tackle, but that option was executed to perfection.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
21. Kentucky 0.
First down to start the drive after the break. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. They say all games count the same, but you get to this portion of the season and a chance to win a top 10 battle like this carries a little extra weight.
And whoever keeps the top 10 number beside their name after this game will have earned it, because these two teams are very talented, David. We're now at the midpoint of the season. We're starting to get an idea of who these teams are. We're going to find out a whole lot more here today, though.
Yeah, dang right. How much implications down the road does this have? But how about you get an idea of exactly where you stand right in the middle of the season, playoffs down the road, make your statement here today.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. On 3rd down, he drops the throw. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Tight end finds a soft spot. Gets it into the end zone, but there's a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. He'll line it up from 34 yards out. And this one splits the uprights. Hold on just a second. A flag down. Let's see what's up with that. The Tigers have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Run it with the fullback. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. Third and goal, where you separate the wheat from the chaff. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. And that lead grows even bigger. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. They've got nothing done so far, and they already find themselves in a 3-possession hole, Jesse.
Yeah, and as a head coach, you're wondering, what didn't I say? What didn't I do to get my team ready to go? Because we look like we're sleepwalking at this point.
Yeah, nothing went well in the first quarter. You just say refresh. Like, let's try to find a way now. Chip into this lead. Try to make it somewhat manageable when you get to the half.
It's now 2nd down after the short completion. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
At the 30. 3rd down coming up.
This is where you make the money on the drives. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. Quarterback checking off. In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. Makes his connection. Good tackle there to stop him short of the 1st down, and now they have to make a call. That's why you never assume the first guy's going to make the tackle, and you have to keep running to the football.
Man, it's something you highlight every single week in defensive meetings. Don't assume somebody's going to make it. Don't assume somebody's going to make it. Take the correct angle. Nice job. First guy misses. Second guy gets him on the ground, forces the 4th down, throws that fist up in the air.
What a good run there. He has enough for the 1st down.
Yeah, I like that. I like the confidence of the coaches. When you're an offensive coach, you got to be aggressive nowadays. And going for it in your own territory, it used to be, no, you can't do that. Now, everybody's like, you know what? Analytically, that makes sense.
Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Quick toss. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on 1st down, make that 2nd down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Got 8 on 1st down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Fast motion from the offense. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Runs through a tackle. And he's running in the open. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Wildcats! And the offense finds a way to cut into this lead, but they still have plenty of work to do.
They do, but that's a big score. You don't want to get late and start getting in the 2nd half when you're fighting to come back by so many points. So great job getting points, get that momentum back on your side so you can come out and do some good things when you get the ball next time.
Getting aggressive here and going for 2.
Let's go! Yankee blue! Yankee blue! Arrow!
They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And now they'll empty the backfield for the 2-point try. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. Mental errors like that just kill drives. We'll see if they can overcome it. Ready to try the point after.
Is on for the extra point.
And after the extra point, they're now down 24-7. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Tulane is trailing right now, but it's only a couple of points. That quarterback just needs to show the poise of a young Sean King, and they are right back in this. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Florida Atlantic. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Offense getting set for first down. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. On second down, wants to throw it. The sure hands, it's Daniel. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly out to the tight end. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down. They saw that blitz coming, and the way to get out of it is find the tight end.
Yeah, how quick did he see that, too? He sees the blitz, understands this is a matchup where I got my big tight end, the big fella I trust. I'm going to find that matchup, get him the football for the first down.
The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. The give to the back. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
And wings it incomplete. Sometimes a quarterback just needs to turn the ball loose. It was like he tried to guide that one in, and it disrupted the timing.
Yeah, and just like in basketball, when you shoot a shot, you start trying to aim it, you really miss. You know, quarterbacks, they got to quickly be able to recognize, do I need to fire it? Do I need to put a little air underneath it? And it's just a tough thing for a quarterback to be able to do. But over time, you see they have less and less mishap.
Oh, what a grab by the defense. Bringing it back. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision.
Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like, this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the first half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me a play? Maybe even one-on-two. Who can go up, catch the ball, get us some yards, and get us some points?
And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening. They've got to get the football to the 32 to pick up the first down. On the ground, it's Harvey. He powers his way ahead, gets 3, but they're still looking at 4th and 2. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. And they're going to try to convert on 4th down, 1 for 2 so far today. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. For the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
Going for the big play. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Yeah, and he had an opportunity to make such a big play. Listen, he wasn't wide open with nobody around him, but you got to make that play. You got a little bit of space. You got to haul that in, make your quarterback look good, and make a big play for this offense.
That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. On 3rd and long, trying to convert through the air. Looking deep. And he throws another interception. His 3rd one of the night. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. They'll be able to snap it one more time. Let's see how aggressive they are on 1st and 10. Quarterback, quick pass to the receiver. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Auburn ready to boot it deep to start the second half. He'll call for the fair catch here. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. Get our confidence going. We just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on 4th downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me too.
Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. And it's caught inside the 20. And the defense couldn't corral him, and he took it all the way. Touchdown, Wildcats. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point is good, but they're still down 24-14. They wasted no time on that drive. Got it on their 25, and 2 plays later, they're in the end zone. Fair catch called for and made. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. Shakes off the tackler. Crosses the 45. Turns it on down the left side. 10. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Auburn.
Well, if you were wondering if this offense was going to be more conservative in the second half after all the success they had in that first period, think again. They waste no time taking a shot on their opening drive early on. They've already scored a touchdown here. This defense continues to be on their heels.
And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Tulane has the lead right now, but they just haven't been able to separate themselves yet inside Yeoman Stadium. They're up by a field goal over Florida Atlantic. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so it puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the left. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
You know, the defense, they just haven't been able to find an answer for this guy throughout the course of the game. Obviously, he's got 2 touchdowns, picks up the first down there. They've tried doubling him. They've tried man coverage, zone coverage. Nothing working on defense. They can't stop him.
And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Offense set on first down. Wide receiver shows motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Line gets set, first down. From the gun, looking for a man. He'll try to do it himself. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
The incompletion brings up a second down. He's looking to throw. He's going for the big play. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Well, at this juncture in the game, with how the scoreboard looks, no question this offense is going to have to throw to get back in the game, and it's going to be tricky now because the defense is expecting it. You're going to throw into a lot of big zone coverages with everybody's eyes on the quarterback. Not going to be easy.
On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. He's not afraid to go deep. And they almost had another one. Rare is the occasion when you're happy to see fourth down, but it's better than throwing another pick.
And I'm kind of surprised by this performance, man. The QB last week, you could tell, dude, he was in rhythm. He was good timing. You could tell the chemistry with receivers were good. And today, everything just looks off. And it looks hard. It looks difficult. They got to find a way to get back in the rhythm they were in last week.
The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment.
On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. Touchdown, Kentucky! Reeled it in and just made the house call. Quarterbacks love receivers that can get separation, but that amount of separation is a little excessive.
I agree, Reese, and I think the defense needs to have a little powwow on the sidelines and talk about what just happened, because that was an absolute busted coverage on the back end. The defense can't keep playing like that.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. I know they've put up really good numbers on offense, but, David, they're starting to feel a little game pressure right now.
Exactly. That scoreboard's starting to get a little bit tired cutting into that lead. Now, you know every possession matters, Palmer. A little pressure for this offense.
Yeah, and so you can't get tight, right? The best players on this offense now need to step up, and they need to start making plays. You got to identify where those one-on-ones are.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Across the 45. Got a lot of running room. And there they go again. Another huge gain on the ground.
Man, the evolution of the quarterback position. Basically, you should call them running backs who throw the ball really well now.
And, guys, you know the other thing that happens here is that sets up the next play because you've sort of left the defensive line gassed trying to run down the quarterback.
Oh, you got to be in shape, chasing him around all day on design runs, on scrambles, and, you know, it's just, and the +1 advantage you get by having that guy. It's so hard to defend.
Defense there to make the stop after a pickup of 2 to the 30.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. He's looking to throw. Here he goes breaking the pocket. He's going to run it. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously you don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. This quarterback part of their running game. They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the 1st down.
Well, no surprise. I mean, with the way they're running the ball early in this game, they're just going to keep doing it. And they're just not hammering out 2, 3, 4-yard gains. They're gashing this defense. You saw it right there.
And the Tigers are on the move. Wide out in motion. With jet sweep pass. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch. So pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the inside.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. On third down, going up top. Fires to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Tiger.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
Man, I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
21.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. Trailing now by 17, David, this is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. But I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something on it.
And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. Coming after him. Chucked it away just as he was hit. He'll just throw it away, and it'll be fourth down.
I don't hate the play call there on 3rd and short either, because you try to catch them off guard, 3rd and short on your own side of the 50. It's not there. Throw it away. Now, if you want to go for it now and run it, now's the time to do it on 4th down.
In their own territory, no problem. 4th and inches, and they'll go for it. Gets it out fast. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
There's not many play calls on the sheet to score a bunch of points really quickly, so you got to go for it here. I like the aggressiveness, but this offense continues to miss the mark, and they just got to score more points. They got to do better, right, Palmer? That's expert analysis. They got to do better.
On the ground, it's Daniel. What a nifty run there to pick up the first down.
And that's all you want, right? You want that first down. You understand the situation. Understand I got to get north and south, get a first down, get a new set of downs.
Just on the edge of the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 21. The back goes in motion. To the ground with the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
third quarter of play. Field sister for Auburn. 38. Kentucky, 21.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work.
3:25.
The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. Give to the single back. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down. He now has 74 yards on the ground as he gets closer and closer to that magical 1,000-yard mark for the season. Auburn ready to go back to work after getting another first down. They'll ride the hot hand. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
At the 8-yard line. Second down.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
Hard-earned yards, man. You got to get these first downs any way you can. And sometimes it's not going to be easy, and you can't just do it conventionally handing it off. This offense is going to have to be creative. Football is a game of inches, and you've just got to find the angles to give yourself an advantage. That creative play call right there really helped them out.
They'll run the option. And the freshman just threw it behind him that time.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Barrels ahead. Touchdown, Auburn! And the punishment has been extended. They tack on another score, and how about the way this team has responded to a loss and now about to move to 9-1.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
45. Kentucky, 21.
No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Going deep. He's got it inside the 15. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Kentucky. No backs with the quarterback as they line up for the 2. This is a designed run. He'll make his way in for the 2, and now they're down by 16. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. Trying to fight their way back into this thing, down 16 and about to kick off. He'll call for the fair catch here. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
One big play to get it up near midfield. Now they're in business at the 47. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They'll leave it with him. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Leaves it with the back. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the first down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
This is the absolute right call. They're going for it on fourth down. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Auburn sends out the punting unit. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Sends his first one of the day on the way. We didn't see much of him in that victory last week, just called on one time. We hit the 2-minute warning, and this offense is desperate to make something happen and do it in a hurry. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After getting nothing done on the last one, this is a big play, second and long from the 11. He's looking to throw. He's got his man. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. He is having a day. Already visited the end zone 3 times, and he might get back there again soon, David.
I mean, just crazy. He's getting open. They haven't had an answer for him. You think at some point you go, all right, he's not going to beat me anymore, but the defense continues to give up yards, and he is like, yes, please.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Quarterback checking the play. They'll throw it on first down. They're bringing heat. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
What a nice answer by this defense. You give up the big play, you respond right back, you get the sack, create some momentum for your side. Nice job by this defense staying with it.
On second down, he'll let it fly. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down.
That's another example of just really good football. This is why they've built the lead here in the second half. Nice job pressuring the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, coming into somebody else's building and keeping it really, really quiet.
Finds his big tight end. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Hey, you know, the defense here in this situation with a huge lead, they've got to anticipate that this offense is going to be trying to throw the ball to the sideline, so they've got to work different coverages to try to force the quarterback to go over the middle of the field with the football.
Comes out throwing on first down. Got his man downfield. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down.
And there's no quitting this team. Obviously, they're trailing late in the game, but they're trying to make it happen. We've seen two big plays now, back-to-back. They're putting pressure on this defense.
All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down.
I just love this guy's instincts, right? When things aren't open right away, he never panics. He just understands the situation where he is on the field, and he's so confident in his own natural ability that he has the ability to run, go get the first down, keep this drive rolling.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
They've put this ball on lockdown. 8th play of the drive coming up.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly. Cut it.
Leaves it with the running back. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks with a first down. The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious. Kentucky back at it with a fresh set of downs.
3-25.
He's looking to throw it. Scrambling away. Looking to the end zone. And this is caught for a touchdown. So hold on just a minute. We might have a finish here.
Step one by this offense complete. Really nice job. They had to get the touchdown. Now, we've got to go for the two-point conversion, cut this thing to 8, so we've got a chance to tie the game late with some late-game heroics.
Off the play fake. He makes the grab for the two-point conversion, and now they're down by a single possession late. Just over 20 seconds to play, and they must recover this onside kick to have a chance. And in that scramble, they're going to come out of there with the football, and they get the onside kick and take possession right back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. On first down, here comes this offense. Here's the handoff. Plows through the defense. Just a savvy, veteran, productive run from this junior. He now has 115 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play.
Timeout, Kentucky.
It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. They'll give it to him again. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
You want to talk about building confidence? Coming through with clutch plays, making the winning plays at the right time can really set the course for the rest of the season.
Yeah, Reese, maturity and experience matters. And this team has guys that have played a lot of snaps. They've seen a lot of looks, and they've lost close games like this in the past. That wasn't the case today, David. Too many guys out there making big-time plays.
And I think belief is what you build. That confidence, you know you're going to win. You don't think you're going to win. You know you're going to make that play in the big moment that continues to build on week-to-week success. And you look up and you're like, dang, we strung a couple wins together.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.